Hey, I hope you're having an incredible day. In today's video, I have something super cool to show you. It's actually a voice agent demo that we built for a hotel called Stable Gold Hospitality. Now, they had a couple of requirements. As you can see on their website, they have a bunch of hotels, looks like almost 15 hotels in Atlanta, Georgia. And so we wanted to prep a demo for them. So the first one was that we had to find the nearest hotel available from an address. So this one was really tricky. This is our AI agent that we built, which is essentially grabbing the address and the postal code of the person and then going to determine which is the closest hotel based on their location. So we integrated Google Maps API in order to tell them the time to that location as well as how long it would be and find the nearest hotel out of all the possibilities. After we found that nearest hotel, the next thing we had to do was search the hotel and be able to make that booking, right? So we have this second AI agent right here, which is checking the availability. So it's literally coming into this spreadsheet. It's finding the different hotels based on the one that is closest. And then based on the room type that guest wants and the date selected, it's going to go and search this database and return whether that hotel is actually available or not. Once a successful room was found that it was available, the next thing we had to do was put all of that information back into a booking summary sheet. So we had to get the hotel name, the first and last name of the guest, the room size, if there are any special requests, the check-in date, the length of the stay, and a summary of that call. And then lastly, we had to send a text with directions to that hotel so that they could literally just click on it on their phone and it would create a route from their current location to that hotel that they chose. So now I'm going to demo the agent so you can see exactly how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and call it right now.
Hello, and thank you for calling Stable Gold Hospitality. My name is Jessica. How can I help you with your reservation today?
Hey, Jessica, I'm looking to make a reservation.
Hi, Jeff. I'd be happy to assist you with your reservation. Do you know which of our hotels you'd like to stay at? Or would you like help finding the nearest location?
Yeah, if you could help me find the nearest location, that would be great.
Of course. To find the nearest Stable Gold hotel for you, may I have your current address and zip code?
Yeah, it's 1234 Tigerwood Bend, and the postal code is 30067.
Thank you. I'm searching for the closest available hotel now. One moment, please. The nearest Stable Gold hotel is Economy Hotel Marietta, located at 2100 NW PKYSE, Marietta, Georgia, 30067. It's just 2.3 miles away, about a 9-minute drive. Does this location work for you?
Yeah, that works great, actually.
Perfect. Let's get your reservation set up. You've selected Economy Hotel Marietta. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Great. What name should I use for the reservation?
Kevin Hogan.
Thank you, Kevin. What date will you be checking in?
Can we do March 13th?
Got it. You'll be checking in on March 13th. How many nights will you be staying?
Just 3 nights.
Perfect, a 3-night stay. Which type of room would you like to book? Full size, queen size, or king size with a kitchen?
Let's go king size with a kitchen.
Great choice. Would you like to add any special requests such as extra pillows or a late check-in?
Yeah, some pillows would be great.
Noted. I'll add extra pillows to your reservation. May I have your contact number to confirm the booking?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let me check the availability for a king-size room with a kitchen at Economy Hotel Marietta for your date. One moment, please. Great news. We have availability for your requested room. Let me secure that king-size room with a kitchen for you now. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. All right, guys. So now you see that it just booked on that date. It's now no longer available. And if I go into my phone, you'll see that I got this text. And it's hard to read, but it says, because it's blurry, but it says, "Hi, Kevin. Here are the directions to our hotel. We look forward to welcoming you." And if I click on the link, it brings me to Google Maps. And now it's routing. It's searching how long it's going to take for me to get there. And now in a second, you see that it's mapped from my current location to where I need to go. So it's pretty incredible. This was a demo that we built for them. And so in today's video, we're going to be building this out. I'm going to be running you through the Google Maps portion. I think that's super important to cover, as well as how we're checking the availability and creating that booking. And guys, if you do get value out of this, consider dropping a subscribe. It's free, helps support the channel, and allows me to keep making videos like this for you. With that being said, let's dive right in. All right, so I'm not going to go through the entire build just because it is quite lengthy, but I will show you that the automation itself, especially the multi-state agent, it's really simple. So there's 2 key tools that I want to show you. First one is the Find Hotel tool, and the second one is the Check Availability, which then books the room. Right? So there's 3 main tools that we're dealing with here, which are controlled by 3 main AI agents. So we're going to go into the first one. Now that is the location search. So you can see here, we're going to use the find hotel tool to find the closest available hotel. In the steps, we're asking for the caller's location. So we need the current address, the zip code. And after we do that, we perform the find hotel tool. So you can see right here, we just need the zip code as well as the address, and we make both of them required. So now this fires, it hits our webhook, and the first thing that we're going to do is set the address. So you can see right here, we have the customer address. We're just setting the address. And so if I just show you right here, you can see that we get the address and the zip code. So this is the format that it comes through in, and then we're passing the arguments in there. We then set that to the address. So you can see right here, this is how it is formatted with the zip code and the address. We then push that to our AI agent. So we're saying, hey, here's the user address. And now we're giving it a specific task. So we're saying, check the distance from the user provided address against all hotels, determine which one is closer, and return the closest hotel, the name and the address. So then we list the hotels with all of their addresses that we are going to be performing the search for. And then we tell it what the tool is. So we use the check distance tool. So this is actually the Google Maps API. I'll show you it in a second. And we're giving it a sample example output, which is the hotel name of choice, the address with the distance in miles and the time to get there. So here you can see a sample output of a test that we did. It was 100 miles in an hour and 34 minutes. So now what it's doing is it's because we have 7 hotels, it's going to hit the check distance tool 7 times. And it's actually a sub workflow. So it's coming into here and it's hitting the Google Routes API. So this is the API that I'm using for this. Prior, we were using the distance matrix API, but it just became legacy. So now the new one is the routes API, which literally just maps the location from point A to point B. So if we look at this API request, we're posting it to the directions endpoint in compute routes. For the headers, we need content type application JSON. You need your API key. And then this additional field, which is X Google field mask, routes, duration, routes, distance in meters. So it's just going to pull out the duration and how far it is. And then in the body request, we need the origin address as well as the destination address. So the origin address is the address that the customer is currently at, and the destination address, it's going to run through all 7 of the hotels and try and find the closest one. From there, it'll save some to memory. It'll run it through chat, and we have a structured output parser. So you can see right here, this is exactly how we want it formatted. And then from there, it's going to pass that information back to Retell. And it's going to say, hey, you're approximately 10 minutes away. It's a, 5-mile drive. And the closest hotel is the Marietta Hotel. So that was the first major challenge that we had to overcome. The next major one was checking availability. So I'll show you a successful execution. I'll pull up the check availability in terms of the custom function. So we're getting the length of the stay. We are getting any special requests. We're getting the check-in date that they want, the specific hotel name, and it needs to be one of the following, which is from their list of hotels. And then we also need the room type. So if it's going to be full size, queen size, king size, and then we make all of those parameters required. So after our agent asks those questions, you'll see it fires off. And so right here, you can see the length of the stay, the check-in date, the hotel name, and the room type. We then pass those variables in the prompt message to our AI agent. So the hotel name, the check-in date, if there's any special requests. And then it's saying, hey, retrieve the relevant availability data using the availability tool. And we want to calculate the booking date range from the check-in date all the way to the end date based on the length of the stay. Based on that, we want to see if the specified room type is available. And we want to either return available, not available, and the room number of the room with the availability for the entire period. And you can see here, it's going to return availability as either available or not available with the room number. Here's a sample output. So now we created this sample sheet for them with room number, room type, the floor, as well as all of the different dates in March that they could pick from. And what's going to happen is we have the availability as a tool. It's connected directly to this sheet, and we are filtering by the room type. So now you can see, and it's going to pull in all of these different dates. The king size with kitchen is available or not available. Based on that information, we're going to output the information in a structured format. So you can see right here, hey, availability for room 108, and then that information gets sent back to our agent. So if the room is available, now we're going to say, great news, let me secure that room for you. And we're going to use the book room tool. If it's not available, We're going to run through that availability check again with the new parameters based on, if they want a different room, if they want different dates, etc. But if the room is available, we're going to go ahead and book it. So what do we need? We need the length of the stay. We need the room number, which just got passed back. We need, if there's any special requests, the check-in date, the hotel name, and the room type. We make all of them required. And you can see that we're actually asking for this information in the reservation state. And what we actually do is in our edge function, we store all of those call info as variables. So we're passing it from this state down to the returning guest state. And then in that edge, we pass it once again so that all of that information is preserved up until the time that we need to check the availability and make the booking. So at this point, the booking room tool fires. You can see we get the length of the stay, all of the different fields that we need. We're going to be passing all that in the prompt user message. And we're going to say, hey, go process that booking using the book rooms tool. Here's all the information that you need. We are going to update our database and we provide it with the structure, so we have the room number, we have the room type, we have the floor, and everything else is dates so that the AI knows what it's looking at in our table. And then we're providing it with instructions. So we're saying, hey, when you go to make the booking, first we're going to locate the room number. So locate the row matching your room number. So remember in our check availability, we said, it was room 109, or in this case, 108. So it finds 108. And then we're saying update the status from available to not available for each date column within the stay period. And we give it an example. So we're saying like, hey, if you're booking room 101 from Feb 22 to 24th, the tool will update these 3 dates to not available where the room number in the row where room number is 101. And then we're giving it a successful booking response. So here you could see, status was booked. Here's our confirmation number. Confirmation number is just made up and all of the information about our stay. We also give a sample database update so that the AI has more knowledge. And then what's really cool that we do here is we update the specific sheet. We're filtering the sheet name by the hotel name that they want to book. And we're saying column to match on is the room number. So it's going to filter specifically by this room number. And then we're defining all of these different values that need to be updated automatically by the model. So AI is going to figure out, use its logic, and go ahead and book out those dates. And so then in the end, if you're booking a 2-night stay on the 2nd and 3rd of March, it's going to go ahead and book that in and return the result back to Retell saying, hey, we've successfully made the booking. Now, the last thing that we have is this output booking sheet, which has the first name, the last name, the hotel they're staying at, the type of room, as well as the length of the stay and a summary of the entire conversation. And so we have this agent level webhook URL. So we actually did the post call analysis in make.com. You could do the exact same thing in N8, but it hits this custom webhook. We're filtering by the event type being call analyzed. So we're only pulling in that custom data and we're only looking at successful bookings. So if we go into Retell, we have this post call analysis field. You can see all of the information that we want to grab, but we're looking at the call outcome where it's successfully booked. And if it's successfully booked, then we are adding a row to our Google Sheets with all of the values, first name, last name from that successful booking. And then lastly, to send the text, we are sending a webhook trigger to Go High Level, which is going to be sending out our text. So we have this super simple automation, which is a inbound webhook trigger. It creates a specific URL for us, which is the URL in our post request right above here. And we're passing the first name, the phone number, and the hotel, which are these fields right here. Now that we've gotten that information, we create that contact in Go High Level. And then we have a condition where the hotel is one of the following hotels. So one of the hotels from their hotel chain. And then we send a simple message saying, hey, here are the directions to your hotel. And every single one of these maps links will map the distance from their current location to that specific hotel. So I wanted to show you this just to show you the capabilities of building some really complex agents, how you can connect them all using N8N and some AI agents, pairing it up with other softwares like Go High Level to send out automated text messages, and using some of the features like post-call analysis and connecting it to cool tools like the check distance Google Maps API. So if you did get value out of this, would greatly appreciate a subscribe. It's free, helps support our channel, allows me to continue making videos like this. And if you are looking to join a community of no coders, we're at 822 members strong and continuing to grow. So with that being said, hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.